Warzone Mobile is finally here, and for the first time, everyone can go to the App Store or Google Play Store and download the game. So that means there are going to be a lot of new players hopping into Verdansk. So this video is for you. If you're brand new to Warzone and don't know how to play, this video is going to help you understand everything you need to know about Warzone Mobile. Also, I know a lot of subscribers on my channel have played PUBG Mobile for years, so this video will help you guys understand some of the main differences between PUBG Mobile and Warzone Mobile. On the surface, Warzone Mobile looks just like any other Battle Royale game. The plane flies in, everyone jumps out, you find loot, try to stay inside the circle, and the last person standing wins the match. But like I said, once you really get into Warzone Mobile, there's a lot of cool things that are unique to this game that you're going to want to know. Number 1, let's talk about what happens when you die. Dying in Warzone Mobile doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the match. Every player that dies actually goes to something called the Gulag. Inside the Gulag, you get to 1v1 another player that also has died. The winner of this 1v1 will redeploy back on the battlegrounds, and the loser will be dead. But don't worry, even if you lose the Gulag, there's still a chance for you to come back, and we'll talk about that later in the video. The Gulag map is very small and it is symmetrical, so you and the opponent have the exact same thing on both sides. Obviously, in order to win, you need to kill the opponent. However, if the opponent is very hard to find or they're camping or hiding, you can actually win by also capturing the flag that shows up in the middle of the map. Number 2, let's talk about care packages. Unlike PUBG Mobile, where care packages have a really powerful crate weapon, in Warzone Mobile, these care packages are called loadout drops. And what's really cool about loadouts is that you get to customize exactly what's inside. You can set exactly what type of gun you want, the attachments, the skin that's on the gun, and everything about your loadout. Loadouts are very important because honestly, the loot that you find on the ground isn't that good. If you're going to be successful in Warzone Mobile, the best way to do it is to get to your loadout and get your very strong weapons. You can also set several different loadouts so that depending on the playstyle or how a certain match is going, you might want an LMG, or you could pick a sniper rifle, or maybe it's close range and you want to go with an SMG. You can have multiple loadouts selected, and you can pick whatever you want as soon as you get to your loadout drop. In your inventory in Warzone Mobile, all of the different guns have their own levels, and you can grind the guns to max them out, and as they level up, you unlock more and more attachments. One of the best way to grind these weapons is obviously playing more, but you can also level them up by playing in the multiplayer modes, which are much faster and you'll get way more kills in Warzone Mobile. You can also use things like XP tokens to get double experience for an hour. If you've ever played TDMs in PUBG Mobile, you're kind of familiar with a system like this, where all of the guns in PUBG Mobile, you can level up by grinding TDMs, and they also unlock attachments as they level up. That is a similar system to what loadouts are in Warzone Mobile. Number 3, buy stations. So these buy stations are a lot like the token shops we have in PUBG Mobile. But one of the biggest things about buy stations in Warzone Mobile is that you can buy teammates back. So like I mentioned before, if you lose your Gulag and you're dead, your teammates can still go buy you back from a buy station. And they can buy you back as many times as they have cash. But don't forget, when buy stations are in the zone, they'll disappear. Buy stations are also very important because you can buy important equipment such as gas masks and self-revives. Also, if you're out of armor plates or out of ammunition, you can buy armor plate boxes and you can buy munitions boxes. Number 4, self-revives. So something that's new in Warzone Mobile is that when you get knocked, you can actually revive yourself. This item is a one-time use, so once you've self-revived once, you're going to need to find another one in order to complete a second self-revive. Now here's a pro tip. If you see your teammate is down and they're using their self-revive, you can actually go over and finish the revive for them. That way it will save their self-revive for next time. Number 5, armor plates. So just like shields in Apex or any type of game that has an overshield, armor plates act as a first line of defense when you're taking bullets. These are going to be the blue dashed lines next to your health bar. In order to knock an opponent, you have to first shoot all the way through their plates and then shoot all the way through their health bar. You'll see these blue hit markers that indicates you're shooting their plates. And then you'll see a broken plate icon, which means you fully cracked through their plates. When you hear a player say that they've cracked someone, that means that they've broken through their plates and that opponent needs to now put new plates in. And like I mentioned, yes, you can put new plates in. So if an opponent shoots your plates, you can put some in to try to regain your armor. In the middle of a crazy chaotic fight, making sure you keep putting your plates in to try to maximize your health can be a very important thing. Also, it's good to note that when you start the match, you start with only 2 of the 3 plates. So one of the first things you want to do in Warzone Mobile is always find a plate as soon as you can and put it in so you're always at maximum health. Number 6 are Killstreaks. These are important items that are very powerful and can turn the tides of battle. Some Killstreaks are things like an airstrike, where you can call in a plane to fly in and shoot a particular area on the map. Another one is the mortar strike, where you can call in bombs on a certain part of the map to try to flush out enemies or knock them. Other kill streaks can give you a tactical advantage, such as a UAV. This is often something that people will buy from a buy station, which will tell them where nearby enemies are on the minimap. UAVs are a very essential part of Warzone because it helps you understand where the enemies are, and if you're an aggressive player, it also helps you understand where you need to go next to keep getting kills. And even better is an advanced UAV, which can show you the exact real-time locations of enemies on the map. You can either find an advanced UAV, which are very rare, or you can call 3 regular UAVs at the same time in order to trigger an advanced UAV. You can only carry 1 kill streak at a time. Number 7 are field upgrades. These are items that can help you out when you're in a pinch. For example, the munitions box can help you resupply all of your ammo. When you put a field upgrade down, all of your teammates can actually use it. Another one is the armor plate box, which, you guessed, if you're out of plates, you can resupply your plates from this field upgrade. There are other field upgrades too, such as this small deployable shield that you can use to protect yourself from enemy fire. Number 8 is weapon mounting. You'll notice that when you run around the edge of a wall or the edge of a fence where you're standing, there will be a mounting button. Your character will actually place their gun against this edge for greater stability. This both helps you stabilize your recoil for longer sprays and also expose your character less by simply peeking around a corner. There are no left or right peek buttons in Warzone Mobile, so using mounting to peek around a corner can be essential to make sure your character is not exposed. Number 9 is all about mobility. There are many different ways that you can move around the battlefield that are different from PUBG Mobile. First and foremost, you can jump out of very fast-moving vehicles and take no fall damage. This is incredibly good for aggressive play where you want to pull up on an enemy team, jump out, and start shooting them. The only actual fall damage you will take is if you fall from a very high building. But good news, if you're jumping off of a 12-story building or anywhere really high, you can redeploy your parachute as many times as you'd like. There is also a tactical sprint button that you can use for a quick burst of speed in those intense combat situations. You can also slide around the battlefield as well. A skilled player will weave in many different types of mobility into their gameplay, whether it be sliding, tactical sprinting, mounting, and many different types of maneuverability to outplay their opponents. Number 10 are gas masks. These are, as you guessed, very important for surviving in the gas. Now, the circle that is in Warzone Mobile is actually a ton of toxic gas that slowly constricts on the map. Now, the circle or gas in Warzone Mobile can hurt much more and much more quickly than other games such as PUBG Mobile. You may have seen in PUBG Mobile where players are able to outlast the blue zone and survive for 10 minutes doing first aid after first aid. Well, that is not something that you can do in Warzone Mobile. If you're in the zone, you will continually take damage, and your health bar naturally regenerates once you have not taken damage for a certain amount of time. However, in order to survive in the gas, you can deploy gas masks. Gas masks will last about 10 to 20 seconds and offer you that little bit of strategy for those times when you need to go into the zone for just a moment to perhaps outplay an opponent, do a rotation, or anything that involves trying to survive in the gas for as long as you can. There are 2 levels of gas masks. There are standard ones, and then there are advanced gas masks, which look like a golden orange color. And the advanced gas masks obviously are much stronger and more durable than the regular ones. Also, while we're talking about circles, you might see something in Warzone Mobile you've never seen before, and that is at the end of the game, circles will begin to shift outside of the previous circle. In PUBG Mobile, the next circle will always be inside the current circle, but in Warzone Mobile, there's something called circle pulling, where the zone might go all the way over outside where it currently is gas. So you have to keep an eye on the minimap, and you need to move with the zone because it will pull very hard in different directions. And this pulling obviously is where gas masks can become very, very important. And last, let's just talk about melees and executions. Obviously in PUBG Mobile, we all know the almighty pan. But to melee someone in Warzone Mobile, there is just a separate button and you don't need to put your gun away. You can actually just hit someone with the butt of your gun. And if you come up behind a knocked opponent, you'll see an execution symbol where you can do this really cool animation and obviously take down your opponent and finish them with a really cool takedown maneuver. If you're new to Warzone Mobile, obviously it can seem a little bit daunting or complicated at first, but I promise once you learn the basics, this is one of the most fun games in all of Battle Royale. Hopefully these tips and tricks have helped you, and of course we've only scratched the surface. The best way to learn Warzone is to just grind it and play it. But if you've watched this video all the way through, then you should have a better head start than someone else who has no idea what they're doing. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and of course, let me know below in the comments if you have any other tips to help new players that are coming to Warzone Mobile. That's all I have for you guys today. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.